morning, people
Good morning.
of Earth. My name is Caleb Griffin.
My name is Caleb Ladd.
And
Isn't that something?
that's crazy.
Our names are the same.
Yeah. And you know what the name of the show is?
Caleb AM.
They picked our names to be the name of the show. That's so cool. You're probably wondering, yo, it's 6 in the morning.
It's
Y'all
6 in the morning.
Y'all aren't supposed to start for another 30 minutes.
What is wrong with y'all?
Well, I can explain.
Let me explain before you get
yeah.
upset. It's
Caleb Ladd, being the amazing guy he is, has volunteered his time this week to help little kids at Vacation Bible School for the week, and he will be leaving at 7:30. And since Caleb AM is our favorite time of the week and we wanted more than an hour to talk, we said, we're just going to start at 6 today. So, that's why.
yeah. So don't go starting rumors.
Yeah. If you don't know, now you know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can we scoot over a little bit?
Yeah. Which way do we go that way?
There we go.
That's better.
Look at how perfect that is.
Alrighty. So, get started. I will read the Bible verse for the week.
Please read the Bible. I've already picked my verse out for next week, and it's the
Last night, and when I get to Tuesday, I'll talk about it a little bit more. Okay. It appears we are connected again.
yeah.
Alright. So, sorry about that. I'll start over. Then he told this parable. A man had a fig tree growing in his vineyard, and he went to look for fruit on it, but it did not have any. So he said to the man who took care of the vineyard, "For 3 years now I've been coming to look for fruit on this fig tree and haven't found any. Cut it down. Why should it use up the soil?" "Sir," the man replied, "leave it alone for 1 more year, and I'll dig around it and fertilize it. If it bears fruit next year, fine. If not, then cut it down." So, I've read this parable multiple times and I've been very confused by it. But last night, I kind of got some understanding with it. And what the Lord is trying to say is that we are like this fig tree in a way. We're supposed to bear fruit and be fruitful. Right? We're supposed to chase after things like goodness and repent for our sins and bear the fruit of the Spirit. And if we don't, then why are we using up the soil? And the man taking care of the tree says, "I'll dig around and fertilize it to give it another year." And what this is kind of saying is like, God is giving us time to do this. He's given us time to repent and given us time to be fruitful. And every day we wake up and have breath, it's another day He's allowing us to try and bear fruit. And if we don't, then, as Jesus told His disciples earlier, either repent or ye too will all perish. And so, looking at this, it kind of reminds me that every day is an opportunity to do something good for the kingdom of heaven. And as long as God is giving me life, then He's not done with me yet. And our time on this earth is limited, and we have to use it for God's glory.
I read a lot about that last night.
So that was
James.
I was all over the place in my Bible, which is a good thing. I guess it's a good thing. Last night, and I got a lot of good stuff, and that was one of the things.
That's good, because we don't deserve opportunities to even repent. For the wages of sin is death.
Yeah, I mean,
God is so
it's
gracious
kinda like,
and merciful; He gives it to us.
God could have easily been like the owner of the tree and said, cut it down. But He sent His Son Jesus, who's kind of like the person who fertilized the tree, to say, "Hey, I'm going to give these people what they don't deserve, which is a chance to repent and time."
Good verses. Thank you, Caleb.
Thank you, Caleb. All right.
Energy drinks.
Energy drinks.
I found mine Dun, 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 blue and yellow limoncello.
I like blue and yellow limoncello.
I haven't had this one in a while, but Daniel found it and gave it to me after we watched Spider-Verse.
Nice. Good for Daniel. I hope Daniel's having a good time in Washington, D.C.
He is there.
Mm-hmm.
He wanted to play video games last night, but that didn't happen.
Yeah.
It wasn't going to, even if we got back on time. Because I was really excited since I had to wake up at 5:45 today. I was like, ooh, I'll go to sleep at 9:30.
Righty.
I did not go to sleep at 9:30.
He did not. Okay, so little backstory about my energy drink. So I'm walking into the Pod Market after work yesterday. They had 3 rain flavors. They had the Fruit Dragon Inferno flavor. They had Melon Mania, and they had White Gummy Bear. Obviously, I'm going to pick White Gummy Bear. Yeah. So I'm going to pick my White Gummy Bear, and I noticed something off about one of the cans. I pick it up, I'm like, holy crap, why is this one can like this? I've never seen this before. So
you got a misprint can?
I don't even know if I'd call it a misprint, but I don't know what I'd call it. But the can itself is normal, but the top is silver with a monster tag.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
That's weird.
That's so weird.
What if it's a monster?
That's what I was saying. I don't know if this is a White Gummy Bear or if this is a Rain. Because, like, for those who don't know, Rain have black, like, lid things on them. And the White Gummy Bear has a green little tab on it. And all the other ones did except for this one, which is a silver top, which I've never seen on a Rain before, and a little monster tag. So I'm very...
The fact that it's the monster tag
curious.
Scares me that it might be a monster.
Like,
is it the same company that makes Rain that makes Monster?
Dude, I don't think so. Like, I thought they were different. Because, like, I know Monster makes, like, Redline and stuff.
It just seems like...
I don't know.
That's interesting.
Let's see.
Open it up and let's find out.
Yeah, Rain Beverage Company, LLC.
Well, I mean, it's still... Wait, no. Remember we found out the other day that Monster owned Rain. Remember when we were trying to...
We did?
Yeah.
Well, that's not as cool then. I thought this was, like, really, really cool.
I think we found that out while we were trying to...
You could look it up if you wanted to. Just Monster on Rain.
Let me look it up.
But yeah, this was like... I was so confused by this. Like, I've never seen a Rain can with a silver top.
Back when Bangs were in the black cans, they had some that were black rings and some that were silver, and it was cool. Rental is an American energy drink that was introduced in 2019 by the Monster Beverage Corporation.
Oh crap. Okay, well that makes it not as cool.
It's still really cool because it's the only one I've ever seen. I'm still nervous that it's going to be a monster and you're going to get like
it'll be like
Aussie lemonade or something.
Dude, this is Aussie lemonade. I'm going to be so mad.
Dude, I hate the monster tabs though. They're the hardest energy drink to open.
This is a Rain. This shouldn't be this hard to open. Okay, this is White Gummy Bear.
Oh, that's good.
Okay. I was worried for nothing. I just thought that was really cool. I was like, whoa. How did it get silver? Like, you know. And that is a good White Gummy Bear.
That's good. I love this flavor. It tastes like Fruity Pebbles. That is the best White Gummy Bear I've had.
I think I turned my fridge setting up all the way, so this is like maximum coldness that I could get it, and that might have something to do with it.
That's probably it. Well, oh man, would you like to do the question?
I'd love to do the question.
So this week it was on my poll. Our Instagrams are in the description. In case you are new, we ask a question every week and we answer that question. So I have a question. It is rock climbing versus skydiving. Like, which one would you rather do? And I don't mean like what's at the Sanderson, like a rock wall. I mean like
he means
going
like
to a
actual mountain climbing.
I went skydiving. Rocky Mountain climbing. I just thought rock climbing sounded better than Rocky Mountain climbing.
Yeah. Because you can.
I thought that was
climb the Smoky
asking.
Mountains.
Yeah, I thought that was asking for people to vote for skydiving because I've been skydiving. So please vote for skydiving, guys. Do you see how scary Rocky Mountain climbing sounds?
It sounds scary too. That's like.
But yeah,
they're each scary in different ways.
So yeah, Caleb is going to give his opinion on it, and then he's going to take a guess as to what won and what the percentage of votes were. And I have the percentage of votes right here on my handy dandy device. We call it a phone.
So my opinion is pretty straightforward. Skydiving all the way. I think there is something cool about mountain climbing that's a little more physical.
Yeah.
In a way, and like for some people it may seem more rewarding once you like complete that because you are like, you know, climbing a mountain basically.
Yeah.
But as for skydiving goes, you're falling. We talked about this last week, you know. And,
it takes a lot to jump out of a plane.
Yeah, you're jumping out of a plane, and you're getting to see a bunch of stuff, and
yeah, it's not every day you are like looking down at the earth from that high.
Unless you're climbing like Mount Everest, you know.
But you still don't get that same perspective. You get this perspective. I got this perspective.
I mean, it's
insane.
It's really cool. So I think skydiving is cooler, even though I've never done either. I definitely will never go rock climbing. I don't have the physical strength or energy. It would, but I don't have either, honestly, to climb rocks.
Yeah, and in the safety aspect of it, there's like, I can't do anything in skydiving.
Right.
Like, it's up to my specially trained instructor that has been doing this for years and jumped out of planes hundreds of times. In rock climbing, it's kind of all up to me and the safety gear, I guess.
Yeah. If I'm ever gonna go rock climbing, I'm gonna do like the children's party, Sanderson, local fair type rock walls, cause you know I can't do actual ones, so I would pick skydiving personally. As for the poll, it's a little unfair because JJ kind of spoiled some stuff for me.
I mean, he gave his vote.
Yeah.
It's not like he said, and when I voted, it was 50-50.
If he hadn't given his vote, though, I probably would have guessed like 90-10. But I think I'm going to guess like 80-something or 70-something, 20-something maybe, or 80-something, teen-something. I think just to be a goofy goober, I'm going to guess 82-18 for skydiving.
You were right, it was skydiving, but it was a little bit closer than that. It was 68-32.
Interesting. Good for rock climbing. I did not expect it to be that close.
I think there were some people that like DM'd me explaining like I'm not jumping out of a plane, and that's kind of what they went with. Like rock climbing can kind of be as intense as you want it to be.
Yeah. You
can't really like. Oh, that's my actual 6:15 alarm to wake up for this. Yeah. Rock climbing can be intense as you want it to be. I mean, you can make skydiving more intense by like doing flips or something, but the straight just jumping out of a plane is that like my instructor told me that if I came back, he would let me do flips and pull the parachute and glide us down. And I was like, I think jumping out of a plane was enough for me, but we'll see when I come back because I'm going back. But yeah, 68-32. Yeah, that's right.
I wish people would DM me when they answer questions.
It's not very often, and it's typically the same, like 3 people.
I've never had a single person though.
Every once in a while, Connor will. One of our translators from Guatemala loves giving me her opinion. I love Miss Salamander. She's the best.
That's awesome.
Yeah. But we should get into the weeks.
We should.
We didn't give our motto this week.
Our motto?
Our catchphrase, our tagline for Caleb AM.
Oh, it's your Wednesday morning caffeine.
The show where we talk about Jesus, drink caffeine, answer a silly, goofy question, and then talk about life. And today, Caleb goes to VBS, and other Caleb goes home. So how was your week?
I wrote down stuff again because last time I wrote stuff down and it makes it a lot easier.
That's good.
And I'm not sitting here for 5 minutes trying to remember things. So I wrote stuff down. Wednesday, first off, Wednesday was like the best Caleb AM ever.
It was.
It was so much fun.
I agree.
Had some great talks. So
we did.
My week, since we technically start our weeks on Wednesday for all intent purposes of the show, my week started off amazingly with Caleb AM. And other than that, on Wednesday, I did not have much to do except for church. And me and my youth kids went to Taco Bell, and we had a Bible study in Taco Bell. And it was a really good Bible study. I don't know if it was just the change in environment or the fact that they were eating food, but they were a lot more like engaged and responsive than they normally were. So I was like, this is cool, this is fun.
That's good.
This is what it's supposed to be like. And that made me very happy. So that was my Wednesday, was that. This Wednesday we have I'll get to that later on, but okay. Thursday I had work. It was a weird orientation. It was a summer school orientation. Mostly transfer students, but a few freshmen. But it was a boring day of work because there were not nearly as many people at the summer school orientation as there was at the other ones. So the fair normally takes place on the second floor of the Union because there's like so many people that they don't want to crowd the Union with people eating and all that stuff. This fair took place on the first floor of the Union where the restaurants were. And that was because no one showed up. I talked to maybe 4 people at the fair on that day, and that it just went by very, very, very slow.
Because who wants to go to summer school,
right,
and do orientation?
The one family I mainly talked to, they were a really nice family from Oklahoma. They were very they know nothing about Mississippi State, and so they had a lot of questions outside of dining, which I thought was fun to answer. I usually don't answer questions outside of dining, but they were asking stuff like about games and traditions, and I was like, I can help with that, so that was fun. And then my cousin came home. So, little backstory, you guys, I won't say what y'all were doing, because that'll be on your week, but you guys went somewhere. When y'all came back, we were supposed to go see Spider-Verse, Across the Spider-Verse, and my mom texted me, and my cousin, who lives in Virginia Beach now, was in for the week, or not the weekend, because it was longer than the weekend, but he was in town for his mother's birthday, and I haven't seen him since, I want to say, Christmas, but I don't even know if he was home for Christmas, so it had been a while, and she was like, I think you should come eat dinner with us. And, I love my mama so much that if she asks me to do something, I'm gonna do it.
Shout out to moms.
Shout out to moms. I love my mama. And so I was like, okay, that's fine. And we ended up being able to go see the movie later. And I was very glad that my friends were willing to go to Columbus and see the movie with me at that time. And we did.
It was a long day.
It was a long day for you guys especially.
I also hit 400 subscribers on Thursday.
I did not know that was the day we did. Also, 400, baby. Whoop, whoop. So yeah, we went and saw Spider-Verse. Incredible film. I enjoyed it very much so. Then I went home and just kind of smiled in my bed the rest of the night, just very happy and giddy. And I told Lauren about it. I've tried to get her to watch the first one with me because she's not a huge nerd like I am, but Into the Spider-Verse is a movie I think she'd really, really like.
It's one of my favorite movies. Just a masterpiece.
It's very good, absolutely.
Top 3 animated movie.
I think you're right. I'd have to sit and think, because I don't know what animated movie I have above it.
Demon Slayer, Puss in Boots: The Last Wish. I love Puss in Boots: The Last Wish.
But yeah, and she wanted to go see it with us, but she ended up changing her mind because it was late and she hadn't seen the first one.
That's fair. I wouldn't have gone.
Yeah, but I got to tell her all about it because she doesn't care about spoiling it. So I got to tell her, like, oh my gosh, this happened and this happened and this happened, and some things she was like, oh, that's cool, and some things she was like, what does that mean? She has watched most of the Spectacular Spider-Man with me, so I don't think anyone here is gonna care that I spoiled that, but the Spectacular Spider-Man was in the movie. She was like, oh, that's cool. I was like, it is cool. It's really cool. So that made me happy. Then Friday, I slept in a little bit. Caleb called me asking me to come over, and I wanted to, but then I fell back asleep, and I woke up, and you guys were going to get snow cones, and I was like, if I'm there, I'm there, and if I'm not, I'm not. Then I fell back asleep, so that was sad. I'm sorry about that still. Later in the day, I went and played volleyball again. Lauren and her friends like to go play volleyball a lot, so we went and played we were going to play at the park like we normally do, but apparently the sand was like so hot that it was like unbearable to play in, so we were able to go to the high school gym and play like actual volleyball, and that was pretty fun. And then Friday night, me and Lauren dog sat for one of her family friends. That family friend has 4 ginormous hound dogs. They're massive, and 3 of them are really, really sweet. They just kind of chill. You can pet them, and they're just really nice. They're just really big, and you have long ears. And then they have one that's a puppy, who I actually saw when he was like an actual puppy, and he was like yay big, and he was like the cutest little thing ever because his ears were so long. He'd step on his ears, and it was really cute. He's a little bit bigger now. He's still a puppy, but he really likes to play. And since he is so much bigger than he was, it kind of hurts when he jumps on you, and he jumps on you a lot. So that was kind of, crazy. But while we were dog sitting, me and Lauren watched The Marriage Story with Adam Driver and Scarlett Johansson.
I started watching that one time. I couldn't get through it.
That movie is depressing as frick. And we did not finish it. We had like 30 minutes left in it, but we were both like, oh gosh, please tell us our life's not going to be like that. And it's so funny because at first, she was like on Scarlett Johansson's side, and then as the movie progressed, she was on Adam Driver's side, and then at the end, by the time, we didn't finish it, but by the time we got to like 30 minutes left, she's like, I just hate both of these people. And I was like, yeah.
I watched like a really cheesy, good romance movie because my friend told me to watch it. And then afterwards, I was like, ooh, I'll watch Marriage Story. And I was like, I can't.
It's sad, man.
This is too much for me. I just can't do this right now.
Yeah.
I want to watch it, though, because everybody...
It's so good.
Hypes
It's just...
it up.
It's incredible, but it's just... I mean, it's just like she was really manipulative and he was like stupid from the beginning, I guess. It's...
Yeah.
It's crazy. But, so yeah. But a great movie, though. It'll just make you really sad. So, that was my Friday. Saturday, I can't remember what I did that morning, and I didn't write down my Saturday.
Saturday was the morning that you didn't come get snow cones with us.
Saturday was the morning I didn't come get snow
cones? I was really confused, because it was like, the day we got snow cones, I hung out with Colton most of the day, and then I went to a birthday party.
Oh.
So, because we didn't get snow cones.
Huh. Well, maybe I played volleyball. No, I didn't play volleyball. Did I play volleyball Saturday? I don't know. Okay, anyways. I might have had that mixed up, but it's okay. Saturday, I remember having to go shopping for clothes because... Okay, yeah, you are right. Because I did play volleyball on Friday. On Saturday, after I slept in, I went up to the softball field with Lauren to... catch for her because she was practicing her pitching, and I got hit in the face with a softball, which was funny. Anyways, that's what had happened, and Colton called me, and he was like, I asked him if he was coming to the party and to invite you, And it was really funny because he was like, yeah, it's at 7 o'clock at my house. And I was like, wrong and wrong.
No, it's not.
It's at 5 o'clock at Lion Hills. And he was like, what? I was like, yeah, how did you not know this? And
You're behind, Colton.
he was like, wow, okay. And I told him, like, you have to wear khakis, because I found that out, because I was going to wear, like, jeans and a polo shirt.
You were going to look nice.
I was going to look nice, and then found out, no, I can't. You have to wear khakis. And I didn't have any khaki pants with me, because I didn't pack any. They were here. And my mom was like, it's okay, just go buy some. And I felt bad, because I was like, I already have khaki pants. I really don't need to buy more. She's like, I'll pay for them. Like, it's fun. And I was like, fine. So went to Belk and found these really nice khaki pants. They fit well. They're like that cool material. They're technically golf pants, but they're khaki colored. They were $80 but 60% off. So it ended up being like $30 something, which was a steal. And then I got a $15 pink button-up shirt because we were told to wear pink. And it was really funny because I guess other people were told to wear blue, so it looked like a gender reveal party. And it was not a gender reveal party, but everyone was either wearing blue or pink. It was funny. But the shoes that I had did not go well with those khaki pants at all, since they're meant to be worn with golf shoes and not dress shoes. So I looked kind of dumb. Especially, like, and Colton and Charlie were wearing khaki shorts with tennis shoes, and I was like, I could have done that. Why didn't I do that?
They didn't try as hard. It's okay.
Yeah. But the party was a lot of fun. We went swimming. You came along, and the swimming was fun. Got to get a snow cone there, which it wasn't great, but it wasn't bad either.
Mine was pretty good.
We got to hang out with Lauren some, which something I've been begging her, like, hey, please come hang out with me and my friends. I really want you to like my friends. They're my friends. And
then I ruined it last night. Now she hates me.
She doesn't hate you. She loves you, Caleb. And I was like, yeah, thank you. She actually said, like,
Good morning, friends. If you were talking about the party, I got chewed out for being in shorts, not pants.
I guess I should have been more specific when I told you khaki. I should have said khaki pants. I'll take the blame for that.
Julia told me my mom was a little upset with me for not wearing khakis. I was like,
he showed up late.
I'm showing up late to swim.
Yeah,
nobody at this party besides like my friends and Caleb's parents know me.
Yeah, but Lauren did say that she talked about how we prayed for you and stuff, and how she kind of wanted to say something, but she got nervous and didn't, like when we were praying and stuff.
I understand that more than she might think.
Yeah. I think now she kind of understands like how much your friendship means to me, even though I've told her countless times, like seeing it in person and stuff. And now she's like, I understand, and like this guy has to be like also my best friend. And I'm like, he doesn't have to be your best friend, but it helps that you think that. So yeah, so that was cool. But yeah, that was a different day. Sunday, went to church and our drummer was not there. The last time our drummer was not there, our pastor, Pastor Kenny, decided to play the drums because he used to be a good drummer back in his youth days. And boy, oh boy, did he
suck.
Yeah, he stunk it up. He stunk up the place. Sorry, Pastor Kenny.
Man.
But yeah, threw us off beat. Didn't play loud enough. He's one of our singers too. He's a very, very good singer. And he was singing while trying to play the drums. And it didn't work well.
But was he worshiping Jesus?
He was worshiping Jesus for sure.
There you go.
But it was
that's good.
So
he did his goal.
They didn't ask him to play the drums, and they were like, Caleb, will you play the drums? And I was like, yeah. Because if anyone knows me, they know I like playing the drums is fun, but it's harder for me to worship when I'm playing the drums. Because when I'm playing guitar, I can just kind of like sway and stuff, and when I'm drumming, I'm like, and it's
like it's a rock and roll concert,
right? But I drummed. I sucked it up, and I dram, and
I was drumming.
And yeah, so I had drum Sunday. That was fun. After church Sunday, so Pastor Kenny, his father was a pastor for 60 years at a church called Living Faith Tabernacle. His name's James Gardner, and he passed away, I want to say 2 years ago. I think 2 years ago, sounds right. And they ended up having the funeral for it at Vibrant, and like there was so many. It was like
yesterday or
no?
Okay, I was going to say
no, like back 2 years ago. They had the funeral at Vibrant. There was just like a lot of people there, which I've never seen so many people at a funeral. It was really cool seeing so many people there. And anyways, but at the church that his father pastored at, now the pastor there is Brother Kenny's brother-in-law. And so every year they have this thing called like a homecoming where they celebrate their church being there for another year. And they brought Ronnie Henson to sing at the homecoming. Ronnie Henson's this like crazy good songwriter in like the Southern gospel world. His family is like the Henson family, and they're one of like those big like name families in Southern gospel. They have some really good songs. And my mom is like a huge Henson family fanatic. Like her favorite singer of all time is Kenny Henson. And who also has been passed away for a while. But me, I'm not like a huge Henson family guy. I'm more of a Gold City person myself. I know this makes no sense because for people who don't know Southern Gospel, but she really wanted to go, but she didn't because we went to eat with my cousin at Harvey's after church. I ordered the prime rib sandwich, medium rare, and you know how medium rare is like brown on the outside and pink on the inside?
Yeah.
It was not. It was pink with like some brown edges. So
like my prime rib from Isaac's.
Yeah, it wasn't that bad.
Okay, that's good.
It wasn't that bad. There was some brown.
They just gave you a rare.
Yeah. So I was like, I didn't want to send it back because I don't know why. There wasn't even a lot of people there, like you'd expect. It just took them crazy long. So I wasn't sending that back and waiting another 30 minutes to eat. I was hungry, so I ate it. It was good. And then I went back home, and since it took so long, it took us a long time to get home. So I ended up, you had asked me to come to a thing on Sunday, and so I ended up getting there later than I wanted to, but I got there, and you'll probably talk about that on your week, so I won't go into that. And then after that, I went home, and me and Lauren watched the NBA Finals game.
Colin's upset for you about your Harveys. Said, how dare they?
Yeah, no, I was so disappointed.
Did not give your compliments to the chef.
I will not. On Monday, I had work Monday. Monday was a fun work day because the fair went on a long time. Or it went by fast, but there was like a lot of people to talk to because it's a freshman orientation, so there's a lot of people there.
Yeah.
The whole day went by pretty fast. Sold some more flex dollars, so go me. It wasn't like the freaking 500 flex dollars that somebody added to their ultimate plan a few weeks ago, but it was still a lot of flex dollars that I sold, so that was good.
6:35 alarm.
Woo!
Normally goes off right after we start.
Yeah.
I can put my phone down now.
So yeah, I went to work. It was a good work day. And then I had a day to myself in the apartment, which I haven't had like ever, I don't think. Like a full day to myself. I've had time to myself here. And I was like, I got home and I was like, what am I gonna do? So I turned on.
It's always me, and then I remember that I have a PC. And
Yeah.
Or I'll binge watch a whole show.
I didn't want to spend all my time like just playing video games or watching a show, but that's what I did for a little bit when I got home. I watched Community, and then I invented a new game. So,
Really?
Yep, I found different spots in the apartment and wrote those spots on the wheel, and then I'd spin the wheel, and wherever it landed, I had to hit a shot from. and I gave
Basketball
myself
or
like
disc golf?
basketball. I guess you could do it with disc golf too. It'd probably be easier
Probably
because.
would be easier.
But I wasn't thinking disc golf. I was thinking basketball, and I was just seeing how many shots I could hit from the wheels. It was pretty fun. Probably be more fun if you're playing with people. But so yeah, and then I spent 5 hours from 7 o'clock to midnight writing another song, and it was my favorite song that I've written. So I'm really proud of it.
You need to get in the recording studio.
Yeah, I know. This is.
Get on Apple Music fast.
This is the paper that I wrote it on. But I was like really proud of myself for this one, and it's like yay.
Nice.
So yeah, and this is one of the ones like I can actually like hear how I'd like the recording to sound too.
That's good.
So yeah, wrote that song and then went to sleep after I finished that song. Tuesday I had work again. Was not so yesterday.
C-Man left a long comment. I'm exhausted from my job. It's long and hot, and I just want to have to go to summer things, but I can't with 50 hours a week and only having the week off all. Small rant as I drive to work.
Probably shouldn't text while you drive, Colton.
I don't like your job.
I'm sorry, Colton.
I keep wanting to do stuff with people, and everybody's always busy, especially Colton, and Daniel's in a different state.
Next summer, you can do the marketing internship with me, and we can work orientations together. Since you're a business major, right? He's a business major, right?
Business with a minor in communication, I think.
They would definitely hire you. The guy I work with now is a business major, so we could work orientations together, and it's fun and easy, and it's not like a whole lot of money because you're only working orientations, but the hourly wage is good. So yeah. Anyways,
like me, I've worked one time in the summer.
Yeah. But yeah, I had work, and this work was just sitting in the info center for 3 hours, 8 to 11, 3 hours, right? And only one person came up to me. And, okay, so
Loser.
this
Loser.
guy
Isn't
and
that?
his mom come in, right?
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me. And the guy, super nice guy, he just said, hey, so I have a gluten allergy, and we were wondering, like, do we bother, or is there, like, a way to opt out of a meal plan? Because I'm not sure, like, what, like, that you guys offer as far as, like, that goes. And so I was like, so in the Perry and Fresh, we have this place called True Balance, and it stays away from the 9 main allergens, and it's prepared completely separate from all the other things, so you don't even have to worry about it. And they're like, oh, okay, that's really cool. And I was like, yeah. And then, so his mom was like, okay, well, what if he doesn't like what they're serving at True Balance? And I was like, okay, we also have a registered dietitian on campus. Her name is Jill. And she will be able to tell you, like, what he can eat, what to avoid, and all that stuff, and come up with a whole, like, diet plan if you needed to for him, to avoid gluten and, like, everywhere. And she said, okay. So what happens if he doesn't like True Balance and there's no, like, gluten-free option elsewhere? And I'm like, well, they serve different things at each station, so if he didn't like what they had at Perry, he could go to Fresh, and there normally is, like, other gluten-free options around campus. He said, okay, well, what if he doesn't like anything that's, like, there? I was like...
Is your son a picky eater?
I just was like, I mean, I'm not sure, ma'am. I mean...
If he doesn't like anything, I guess he's gonna go hungry.
I was like, I don't know, I mean...
Suck it up and eat.
He was just kind of like looking down. I don't know. I guess he was kind of embarrassed.
Yeah, he was embarrassed.
I was
a college student with his mom sitting there talking about his food allergy. He didn't want that.
Yeah. But so that was the one person I talked to, and the interns who were there before me said I would deal with like Karens a lot, and that was like, I don't even think she was a Karen, but that was like the first quote unquote Karen I dealt with there, which it wasn't bad or anything. It was just, I was like, this poor kid, you know. But
did you mention the pod markets? Because there's gluten-free stuff in the pod markets, and you can find whatever you want in there.
Yeah.
You should have said, what if your son wasn't allergic to gluten?
But yeah. So
tell your son to get over the allergy, I guess.
Yeah. So yeah, and then after work, I went and got Perry for the second time this week, and Perry over the summer is so good. It is like Perry was already like pretty good or decent. Sometimes there'd be missed days, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, it's incredible. The pizza is like it's so good. I had a burger with fries yesterday, and it was so good. I'm considering.
What style of fries?
Huh? Just like normal, like
Shoelace?
yeah.
Shoestring?
Yeah. So good. They were seasoned so well.
Some of the best fries I've ever had are Perry's curly fries. Those things.
I wish they would have had curly fries, but they didn't. The cookies are always like gooey. They're warm. It's weird, man. Like, and
well, they're cooking for less people.
that is true.
They want all the people going to like the orientation thingies to like
enjoy
go
the
to
food.
state.
Like, yeah, I really would love to have an orientation on a Wednesday so I can go to get fried chicken and see what it's like on a Wednesday. Friday after work, I might go and get some catfish because I'm very curious if it's any better. But I've just been really enjoying my time at Perry because it's so good.
As a Perry enjoyer, I'm happy about that.
And then when I came back, I watched some YouTube and waited on you guys to come back. And when you guys got back, we played Mario Run and Mario Party and had a lot of fun. And then we went to prayer night, and I had a very good prayer night, and that was my week. I think I went on a little longer than I intended, but
You went for like 25 minutes.
that was...
What was your week score?
I'm going to give it a 78.
Word. So my week. Wednesday, we did CAFFIENE. CAFFIENE was incredible.
It was so good.
Probably the best episode we've had. Also, surprisingly, it was the longest episode we had.
I'm sorry. I have to mention one more thing.
Okay.
I forgot. Sunday, I skipped talking about the thing because I thought you were going to talk about it. But after the thing Sunday, we talked to Delarian. It was the second time I've talked to him, like, in a conversation-wise. He is one of the coolest dudes
I love Delarian.
I think I've ever met. Like, he was talking, like, we talked to him about the By Faith Caleb thing and how, like, you were talking about the Hall of Fame and how you wanted your life to be, like, By Faith Caleb. And he was like, yeah, and the thing about that is, like, those people just did, like, normal things, you know? Like, it wasn't like they were doing these unbelievable things. Like, anybody can do something by faith. And I was like, dude, you are speaking my language, buddy.
He's a man of wisdom.
I was like, that's so good. So, yeah, that's sorry.
He's got such a positive energy. It always makes
Yeah.
you feel good. Like, when I said the Hall of Fame thing, he went, ooh, that is so good. I was like,
Yeah.
stop.
He's an awesome guy, so yeah. I forgot to mention that, but so I didn't mean to cut you off.
Yeah,
but
no, you're fine.
Go.
I'm glad you said that because I would have forgot to mention it.
Yeah.
So Wednesday we went long. I had work. I was supposed to work at 9. Think about that. We almost had to cut CAFFIENE at like 8:15 because I had to work at 9. And then we went till 10. No. We went till 9:30ish, I think.
We went for
we went
3.5 hours. So 10.
Yeah, which it
Wow.
it was our longest CAFFIENE, which was surprising because the one with Evan
Went on for
it went also for over 3 hours.
Well, the one with Evan felt long. This one, like, went by so fast.
I looked at the time. I was like, oh, jeez, it is 10 o'clock. That's crazy. The one with Evan, like, I don't know. We didn't have like anything we were talking about. It just kind of went that long because we were just sitting there. Like, I don't really remember much of what we talked about in that one. I know that we tried a bunch of food though, which I like doing on CAFFIENE. It's fun. But so we did that, and then after that we just kind of chilled. I think Wednesday was the day me, you, and JJ played Mario Chase or Mario Run or something.
Probably.
I think so. It might have. Yeah, it would have had to be that day because I didn't see you in the apartment after that.
Yeah.
So we did that.
That game's so much fun.
I showed y'all some of my my games on the Wii U that I brought and all that. We played Mario Party 2. Me and somebody did. That was fun. Then I went to work at 2. It was a talent show. I'm not going to get into the talent show. Some of the acts were pretty good. I voted for the act that won, so I felt like I was a good judge. It was one thing I will mention. There were judges, and there was also an online vote. I went to play Mario Party and Jackbox. I know, we need to have a 4-player Mario Party game. I'm sick of playing with a comm that is only good at the mini games when he's against me.
You won. Quit your one.
I did win by a lot. Well, I should have won by a lot, but it ended up being really close because the comm took 2 of my
5 stars.
2 of my 5 stars. But so because I rolled a 1 on the turn before. Where was I?
Wednesday.
Oh, the talent show.
Yeah.
So they had judges, and they also had like an online voting thing for the people watching. So they like combined the two. I don't know how they did it, but they did. And the dude announcing the winners, oh my goodness, it was bad. He went up there and he said, instead of saying in 3rd place, I guess that's offensive to the children, even though they were all like high schoolers, like they know what 3rd, 2nd, and 1st means. He said, and 2nd runner-up.
They always do that.
I didn't like it. It was, he said, I don't remember the dude's name, which is probably for the best because he doesn't need to get his name called out on Caleb AM. But I'll go with Caleb Griffin. You got 3rd place, okay? Woo! He did play the electric guitar, so.
Was he good?
He was pretty good. I didn't like the song choice though, but he could play it. He was the dude I told you about that like did a guitar solo, but the other people he was playing with kept playing, so you couldn't hear his guitar solo. This guy Killblood is deaf. Someone who complains about a 95 when he thinks he deserves a 100. No.
I'm not about a 95.
I depending on the test, I would like cry tears of joy getting a 95. I will never complain about getting a 90 on a college test.
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not.
I think the one time I did complain about something, I got a 92, and I really, really thought I aced it. I didn't complain. I was still happy, but I was just expecting to see what.
I mean, there were sometimes where I thought I've aced tests and I made like 90s, low 90s or something. I've been like disappointed in myself, but I haven't complained about it. They do the runner-up thing with beauty review at my school. It makes the girls feel better about not being.
I hate how they call it beauty review at high schools because they don't.
So spares it, dude.
They don't.
Those things should be illegal.
Beauty review. We're gonna review the beauty of our school.
They should not be allowed to happen.
I hate
like,
beauty pageants are stupid.
That's literally just like asking for girls to hate themselves.
Yeah,
it's awful. And I've had to work a couple of those, and I've hated them so much. But
I've been asked to like volunteer as like a escort, and I'm like, no,
I don't think I will.
Yep.
No. But so the judge, he announced it by saying, our 2nd runner-up, this one was definitely due to popular vote, is Caleb Griffin. And then the dude ran up there and like got his thing.
I won.
Like, do you see what's wrong with that?
Yeah.
Why did he have to say this was due to popular vote? That's his way of saying the judges hated you, but the people loved you. It's
I'd rather the people.
I mean, I would rather the people love me, but like,
absolutely,
it's so awkward. It's just like, you didn't have to say that. You could have just said, and the 2nd runner-up is so and so. Like, oh man, I felt bad for the dude. It was just like, hey, the people that were actually judging you didn't like you. It was your friends in the audience that voted for you, because they like everybody knew each other. It was for some like, it's called like. I don't remember what it was called. I don't care enough. So Wednesday I got off work, came back here.
Excuse me. Sorry.
That was nice. I thought about going to Cookout to get food, but I didn't. I think we played some Mario Run or something after I showered. Thursday I woke up. Andy asked me to drive him to Memphis so he could drive his fiance home from Memphis because he didn't want her to have to drive alone at night because took like nausea medication for the plane, so she was sleepy.
Right.
And I was like, Andy, I'll do it, but you realize that would mean I have to drive alone at night from Memphis. And he was like, ooh, I didn't think about that. You could get JJ to go, and I was like,
what is Mario run? It is.
It's tag with Toads and Mario's.
Yeah,
short version.
it's very fun.
So yeah. I think it's actually called Mario Chase, The Great Getaway or something like that.
It is so much fun.
But yeah, so I asked JJ to come with me, and I was like, we'll play a round of disc golf in Memphis when we get there, because we don't get to try new courses too often, so it'll be fun. And the course we found, I texted our old youth pastor Cody, and he was like, you should play Bud Hill or some other course, and the other course had a lot of water hazards. I was like, last time I played a new course with water hazards, I lost some of my discs. I don't want to do that again. So we were like, we'll play Bud Hill, and we looked it up. It is ranked 31 of disc golf courses in the world.
That's awesome.
So that was pretty cool, and it's like a stop on some of the pro tours.
That's nice.
So it was really cool, and it was hard.
Yeah.
And I went even. I was proud of myself. I did lose a disc though, and I was very upset about that, because it was literally my brand new destroyer that I bought to replace my Ace disc.
Yeah.
So that was sad, but that's fine. I got over it. But the way up there was rough because I was really tired, but I knew that I was gonna need an energy drink for the drive home, because I was like, if I'm tired on the way up there, I can't drink the energy drink now and not be able to drink one when I go home. So I'm just gonna save it. And then the disc golf course we played, like Bud Hill, it was really fun. Like I want to play it again at some point, but it was tiring. Like it was long and hilly, and I was dead afterwards. But it also didn't help that we had to sign a waiver to play it, and I was like, I wonder why.
We're gonna die.
And then on one of the holes, sitting like 5 feet back from the tee pad, there was a water moccasin.
That makes sense.
And I'm not like scared of snakes, but when I see one that could kill me just because it wanted to, I don't want to be around it. And I was like, guys, if I see another snake, I'm leaving. That does sound fun. I was at a house yesterday cleaning a pool, and they had a disc golf basket in their pool. And one of the baskets had at least 30 discs. So it was cool. Discs is spelled with a C, by the way. I also visited a house with a lazy river in their backyard. I saw that on your story. That was pretty cool.
Yeah. It's like the snake that swam past my disc, like, was like, no, I mean.
I think that was a corn snake or whatever, that non-poisonous. It looked like one of those, but like.
Yeah, no,
I don't care.
I don't do snakes, man.
Snakes are cool if they're like a pet. That's it.
If you have a snake as a pet, I think you secretly like the devil, because
that's fair.
Like
I'll never get a snake as a pet then.
Like that, you run the risk of that thing getting loose in your house. Snakes don't sit still.
Snakes also, actually, they do a lot. Snakes.
All right, Snake Man. Sorry, I didn't know you knew so much about them.
Well, a lot of times they're just coiled up in their tank, just chilling. But snakes that aren't poisonous and don't have fangs don't scare me.
I know people that have like pythons.
See, that's just stupid.
As
you're asking for like just randomly to die.
You have to buy mice to feed your snake.
Yeah, I wouldn't want. I don't want a snake as a pet. I want a goldfish. And I have a fish tank.
Don't get a snake as a pet.
So, anyways. Yeah, that was scary, but the course was fun. We finished it out. I ended even, and I was proud of that. Then we left, dropped Andy off, and we were like, planning on watching the movie, and I was so tired. Mm-hmm. Got my energy drink, went to Barnes & Noble, got a book. They didn't have what I wanted, but they did have something I wanted. They didn't have the book I was like looking for though. I wanted a chinchilla. Yeah,
chinchillas are cool.
Then we keep driving, and we were gonna go back to Starkville and then drive to the movie theater. But I was like, we stopped for dinner at Chick-fil-A, and I was like, JJ, we're still like over an hour away, and it's like 7:40. Can we just go chill in Columbus? I don't want to drive to Starkville to literally instantly leave, because we were gonna shower and stuff because we were sweaty.
Yeah.
But I was like, yeah, we can just do that. And he was still thinking about going to the movie. I was like, if you don't want to go, I will drop you off. I'm tired, man. I don't want to drive to Starkville, to drive here, to drive back to Starkville. And he's like, okay.
That's fair.
And so
I feel bad now.
we went straight to Columbus. We went to Walmart, so I could buy something. I don't remember what. No, so JJ could buy something, and then we got paper towels for the apartment. And then my sister called me while we were in there, and she was like, Caleb, don't see Across the Spider-Verse. It was horrible. And I was like, huh? Really? I thought it was going to be pretty good. And then she was like, well, it wasn't horrible. It's just like, it wasn't that good. Mom hates it, though. My mom hates the movie.
Good Lord.
No.
I'm
It's understandable. I can get why somebody wouldn't like it.
I don't.
It's not like Into the Spider-Verse, where I think everybody should like the movie. It's literally a movie with a bunch of fan service in it. If you don't like Spider-Man that much, that movie was really boring.
How can you not like Spider-Man that much?
My mom's an adult that didn't grow up with Spider-Man.
So?
She's also not a nerd.
So?
She also just likes working out and books and the Bible, and Spider-Man is none of those.
You can get Spider-Man books. They have them.
Anyway.
He's not in the Bible, but...
Anyways. Yeah, no, I can totally understand why somebody wouldn't like that movie, but I love it, so it's fine.
Doesn't Julia like Spider-Man?
She does. She said that it wasn't actually horrible. She was like, it was just good.
She did have one very absurd take about that movie that she told me.
About the finale? Yeah, no, that was dumb.
That was... okay.
Yeah, I didn't like that. But yeah. So, then we go to the movie theater. Me and JJ run inside to use the bathroom while we were waiting for y'all. And I realized that I left my exact change in my car for my movie ticket, because I like doing exact change sometimes. So I was like, ooh, I'll run back to my car and get it. So that's what I did. And when I got in my car, my keys fell out of my pocket, and I got into a bad habit while my keys were dead to lock the car like manually with the door. So I locked my keys in my car, and like I was walking back to the movie theater with my wallet and my keys in my car, and I was like, my wallet was in my pocket. I was like, oh, that's my wallet. Where are my keys? I turned around and run back. I was like, please be unlocked. It was not unlocked. So I was like, well, that sucks. Called my mom or texted my mom. I was like, hey, I know you just left the theater, but my keys are in my car. And so, sorry, boys, did you call them? I'm going to leave today's Scale Band with a quote. Old people are the greatest. They're full of wisdom and experience. SpongeBob. Thank you. Enjoy work today.
All the SpongeBob quotes you could have picked. Okay.
I mean, he quoted something. I guess that's all we asked of him. I didn't ask him to do that. Yeah. So the first 20 minutes were probably I like the first half of the movie a lot better than the second half, which is pretty surprising for a movie.
I can understand that. I mean, the first half was Gwen's backstory.
The first half was Gwen's backstory and Gwen and Miles talking, and then
So I
after
can
that,
understand it.
nobody liked Miles, and I was tired of seeing that. But so like looking back, the first 20 minutes and all of like Gwen's backstory was like literally incredible. Like
great.
it was nothing wrong with those parts. The whole movie was like that. It would have been better than Into the Spider-Verse. But I was having a hard time like just focusing on the movie because my keys were in my car and I didn't know if my mom had a spare or not. So I kept checking my phone. Eventually, she texted me a picture of the spare key and was like, "We're on our way." And I was like, "Okay, I can just watch the movie now." I did have to leave. I don't remember what part I left at to go get the spare key, but I was out of the theater for like 10 seconds, so I don't think I missed anything. Yeah, that was Thursday. We got back here around 1, and I just took a shower.
Yeah.
Went to sleep. Friday, I was kind of like excited for Friday because on the way back from Memphis, a Ziggy Alberts song played, and I every once in a while would just get deep into Ziggy Alberts and like listen to him a lot. And because sometimes his songs just they hit different. He's so like personal with his music. It feels like it's just like it could be a song that I wrote, and it's like I like a song that I wrote for nobody to hear because it's personal.
It's personal.
And so like I listened to a lot of them, and I kept just like queuing more, and then a lot of them are like pretty simple, and so I like started looking them all up on the like their chords and stuff. And I was like, I want to play all these songs now because some of them are like really easy. I was like, I could do that. That'd be fun. And then I could sit there and so I was getting really motivated to play the guitar, and so I was like, I'll do that. But then we got home at 2 in the morning or 1 in the morning, and so I didn't wake up until 10, and I made plans with a guy I met at Prayer Burn to get lunch, and we hadn't like decided where or when, but he had texted me and he was like, so when do you want to meet? And I was like, 11:30? And he was like, yeah, sure. And he said, how about Blue Toast? And I was like, crap, I don't want to say no, but I've never had Blue Toast, but I'm down to try something new. And so he's like, bet, 11:30 at Blue Toast. And so that's what we did. I don't remember what I did beforehand, but it wasn't anything productive. I think I took a shower, and then I don't know after that. So I went to Blue Toast. We got there, and they're like, by the way, the fryer's down, so you can't get French fries right now. And I was like, dang, that was the part I was gonna eat the most, I think. And then,
they could have been crinkle cut fries.
I don't think they were.
My shorts are riding up on me. Sorry, people at home.
But yeah, so we went to order. We ordered. The thing I ordered, it was like literally just the steak. I took everything off of it besides the steak and added cheese because there was French fries that came on the gyro that I got, but they didn't have French fries, so I was like, add cheese. And I guess the guy I was with thought that, like, didn't realize that I was doing that because I'm a picky eater and I wanted to like my food. So he was like, do you like lettuce? I was like, yeah, I like lettuce. He was like, you should get the thing right below that on the menu. And it comes with tzatziki on it too. Do you like tzatziki? I was like, I don't know. I don't know what it is. He was like, it's like a cucumber type thing. I was like, oh, so it's like a cucumber. I'll take cucumbers on my gyro. That sounds good. And then I ordered it, and then after I ordered it, he was like, yeah, do you like ranch? And I was like, not really. He was like, okay, I hate ranch. But this sauce I can put on anything. And you might know, I don't like sauce.
No, I didn't know.
I like ketchup, and that's it. Like,
right.
That is the only sauce I like.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, oh, crap. I'm going to have to sit here and eat this whole thing, even if it sucks. Because I just can't do that. And so they brought it out, and they loaded that thing up with sauce. And I kept trying to find the spots that like didn't have that much. And I tried it, and I didn't like the sauce, but it didn't suck. So I ate most of it. It was a really big thing, and I wasn't too hungry. But I ate most of it. And so, yeah. The meat was really good. It was like the lamb something. It was really good.
Yeah.
So I might go again and try something that I would like.
Maybe get the same thing without the sauce.
Yeah, maybe. So yeah, it was fun. But I had a good talk with him. They also like literally right after we ordered, somebody else went in, and like while they were walking into the restaurant, the manager stopped and was like, "Hey, we're closed." I was like, So they like completely closed down Blue Toast for like an unknown amount of time, and we were the last people to order there. I think that's cool. They're probably open back by now, but yeah. So we had a good talk. He's a cool dude, and I was excited to be productive the rest of the day. I was like, I might go play disc golf or something. We'll see. And I got back here, and then I fell asleep, and I hate myself for that. I was like, that sucks.
Don't hate yourself for that.
So, and then we had like a party at Aunt Heather's house. It was like a goodbye party for my family. It was good. There was a lot of people there, and they like went around in a circle saying like their favorite moments of them, and everybody was like, thanking my dad for how awesome he is and stuff like that. He deserved it. So that was good. Saturday was we had a garage sale nobody. I knew the garage sale was happening, but nobody told me that I had to help/move furniture before the garage sale, and the garage sale was at 7. So I went to sleep a little after midnight the night before, and then my dad came into my room at 6 in the morning, like, all right, Caleb, get up, come on, we gotta go move all this heavy furniture outside. And I was like, oh, okay. And so that's what I did. And then I was like, y'all want to come over? I'm bored. Get snow cones maybe after the garage sale. And y'all were busy. Colton came over though, and I felt really bad for Colton, but he kind of got roped in. We went to get snow cones. The snow cone place was closed, so we went to Sonic, got some slushes and some food for Julia and a drink for my dad. Went back, and then afterwards they were like packing up the garage sale, and we had to take Julia to the lake, so we did that. And then when we got back, they had like almost completely finished packing the garage sale, but there was a lot of more heavy things we had to move. And then I found out that we were moving my mom and dad's 2 dressers to Starkville because they're going in my room in Starkville. And so that's what we did. And Colton got roped into helping us, and I felt really bad for him because obviously he didn't want to move heavy furniture all day and not, get anything out of it. But that's what we did. I was just so tired, but we got back. I really didn't want to do anything the rest of the day, but I was like, you know what? I'm tired, but I'm just gonna suck it up. I'll still do something. I don't want to be boring. I went and played disc golf with Connor. It was really fun. We both went 3 down.
Nice.
And normally when I go play disc golf with him, there's like 1 or 2 other guys that come, but it was just me and him. So I got some bonding time with Connor, and I love Connor, so that was a lot of fun.
Connor's a cool dude.
And then
psychology majors.
Yes.
Whoop, whoop.
Whoop, whoop. And then after disc golf, we were gonna go get food, but I was like, I'm really tired, so I'm gonna use the same thing I did earlier when I said I was really tired. I'm gonna go do something. So I went to the party and swam, and it was really fun. And then we hung out. Hung out for a while after, and then we went to McAllister's. You didn't show up for this. We went to McAllister's. McAllister's was closed, and then we went to Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A was closed, and then we went to Pepper's and got food, and it was good. Pepper's was open. Got food. It was good, and then I went home, and then it was Sunday, the day I was trying not to think about it, but it was my dad's last Sunday, and at Fairview, Charlie and Colton came and sat by me on the front pew. They were my emotional support. I was doing really good, not like crying or anything. I kind of thought I would, but then, because I'm a little emotional loser, but after the service, I noticed that the chairman of he walked up to the front with a suit on, and every time he walks up to the front with a suit on, it means he's going up there to talk. I was like, uh-oh. And so we went up there, and like, he was just like, Breck, Laura, will y'all join me on stage? And he's like about to cry, and I was like, oh crap. And then he says like, thank you, gives my parents like a thank you note, probably, I don't know what was in the envelope. And then my dad gave a short little thing, and he started crying, and then that made me start crying. And I was like trying not to. I was like sitting there like, oh man, please don't cry. I did, but then I kind of held it together. But then they called like all the staff up there, and one of the things that got me, my dad quotes Isaiah 48 before he preaches every week. He's always done it, and like the congregation says it back, and he was like, just one last time. The grass withers and the flowers fade, and then like the whole congregation says, but the word of God remains forever. I was like, oh. But yeah, it was a really good goodbye little speech that he gave, and I might go back and watch it one day on the live stream. But then all the staff went up there, and they were like, we're gonna pray for you as you leave. And I was like, all right, I'm glad I'm just sitting down here and get to watch this. And they're like, David was like, can the kids come up too? Come on. I was like, oh crap. And then so we go up there, and I don't go up on stage much during the services. It just
it doesn't happen.
It doesn't
I'm
happen.
not the preacher.
I'm not the preacher. And so I kind of like looked out. I was like, oh man, that's yeah, no. I'm just standing up here in tears. That's cool. And then David prayed for us, and he like prayed for my mom and my dad, and then he oh gosh, he said, and thank you for these kids, and then he stopped for like a minute because he started crying, and I was like, gosh, please, David, I can't do this.
It's hard to imagine David D's crying.
Dude, it was emotional.
Yeah.
But yeah. And then we went to, and then the service finished, and then we went to Sunday school. And my Sunday school teacher, he kind of like grilled me. He was like, asked me like what I was thinking and stuff. And I was like, I appreciate this. There's like 30 people in here today because a lot of people came because it was my dad's last Sunday.
Right.
And I was like, appreciate it. But I didn't hold back. I told him, I was like, I was real with him. I was like, I'm not happy. I was nervous about today. I wasn't excited about it. Yeah, then we went to lunch at McAllister's. So we went to McAllister's a lot after church as a family. So, won't be doing that much anymore. But Colton came with us too. My parents bought us food for helping him help us move out. So he did get something out of helping us that day.
Yeah.
And then we went back at 2. That bang went down. Alright, I think I'm good now. Maybe.
That bang went down.
It went down the wrong pipe.
That
and
bang went down. That should be their new catchphrase.
That bang went down. And now my throat feels funny. Oh, man.
You need some water? I can go get you some water.
I'm good. But yeah, so we had like a goodbye thing, a little reception for my dad where they they like formed a long line, and me and Connor were gonna play disc golf at 4, and it was from 2 to 3:30. I didn't think about how it wasn't gonna actually end at 3:30 because there was gonna be so many people.
Yeah.
Saying bye to my dad, and it was a little awkward for me because like I'm not moving, and so some people would come over and it's like, oh, we're gonna miss you so much, and I have to be like, I live in Starkville. I'm not
going anywhere.
I'll still be here. I've had a lot of like ladies in the church. They're like, now look, your parents are gonna be far away. If you ever need anything, call me. If you need a place to stay, just show up. We'll house you. I'm like, thank you. I'm like, eventually one of these days I'll just like jump from house to house, just have fun. See who cooks the best food, and then I'll go there more often. Just kidding. I won't actually.
Yeah.
But yeah. So there's a lot of people that are willing to house me if I need it, which means a lot to me. Because one of the things I was scared about was people not liking me because my family was with me. So that's good. But yeah, that went. I got to, say hi to a lot of people on a lot of people's necks. They had good cupcakes too, so had some cupcakes. And then you came, and you got to say bye to my parents too. And then we talked to Delarian, and then I went home, and then me and Connor played disc golf at 4:45. He was a little late, but I played out of my mind. It was him.
I wasn't there, but I saw the scorecard.
Yeah,
so.
it was me, him, and another dude, Caden, and we played. I think it was my first bogey-free round ever. I'm sure it's like that's actually happened before, and I just don't remember it happening.
Right.
But to my knowledge, first bogey-free round ever. I also ham-boned, which is when you get 4 birdies in a row. First ham-bone ever, and I went 8 down, which is my personal best.
I did not know that's what ham bone meant. You told me you hand boned, and I was like,
cool.
Like I thought, I was like, did you just like stop in the middle of the disc golf round and ham bone for everybody? Like I didn't know how to respond to that. I was so confused.
No, I know like most of the things. It's a birdie. I don't remember what a 2 is called. It's the same as the bowling term for 2 strikes in a row.
A double.
And then it's a turkey, a ham bone, 5-bagger, wild turkey,
Yeah.
7-bagger, 8-bagger, golden turkey, and then 10-bagger, 11-bagger, and then it's something else like super turkey or something. I don't know. But my next goal was to wild turkey, get 6 birdies in a row.
You got it. I'll leave it.
I almost did it that day because I birdied hard and then birdied 4.
I bet you could do it at Caledonia.
Probably. But yeah, so that was awesome. Got a PB with the boys, and now like my PB was 6 down at Lake Lowndes, 7 down at Lakeside, and 8 down at the Wise Easy course. And I was tired of the Wise Easy course being my best one because the back 9 is on the shorts is really easy for me. And so like I was like, I want something else to match that or beat it. And now I can finally say that Lake Lowndes 8 down. That's my best score when I say 8 down. Yeah. So I'm very proud of that. Sunday night, I don't think I did anything after disc golf. But I was helping with VBS this week, so I helped pack stuff at my house probably. But I was coming back here because me and JJ were gonna drive from here to the thing. Why? I don't know.
Y'all left for VBS that morning. I know that because I set my alarm to wake up and say bye to you.
It took me a little while to get. Maybe it didn't. Maybe I think I just like walked around in my house for a little bit before I left to come back here. But then me and you filmed the Spider-Verse video. You got it out in record time, and it performed really well.
I stayed up that entire
check the comment
night.
It's at like 77 views right now.
So it's
really
still going up. Little by little, inch by inch.
So that's good. So that was Sunday night. We did that. We filmed one and it was really good, and the file got corrupted, so we had to film it again. And like I really wanted to film something else that night too, but I was tired. I had to go to sleep.
I was so mad.
So yeah, went to sleep, woke up, went to VBS. VBS was fun. It was fun getting to see some of the kids that I had last year, because normally they don't remember me too much, but they remember me because they know me, but it's not like, oh my gosh, it's Caleb, I don't ever see him. But some of the kids that don't go to Fairview remembered me, and it was like, oh, it was so sweet, because like one little girl got not in trouble, but she was told to sit down because she wanted, like she started to run to come give me a hug, and it was so sweet. But yeah, so it was fun. I like my VBS group. Going to do that again today. I'll be tired today because I woke up at 5:45.
But you got a bang.
But I got a bang. So I blue and yellow limoncello with that. I don't get this flavor often.
It's sweet. I like it.
So yeah, Monday after we went to Pepper's to get food, and then what?
Kyle calls it Sweet Peppers, and every time I hear Peppers, it makes me think of, you want to go to Sweet Peppers? I'm like,
no!
Just call it Peppers, dude!
Oh shoot, I got 10 minutes. So went to Peppers to eat, and then after that we went and played disc golf. We did a doubles match with a lot of people. I'm not going to talk about it, but the new youth pastor was there, so I finally got to meet him and hang out with him. He's a really cool dude.
Yeah.
And then we got Cracker Barrel after. I ordered milk, and then the new youth pastor, his name was Jim. He was like, "You're getting milk? Oh wait, you're getting breakfast." And then when he said that, the lady was like, "We're not serving breakfast right now." And I was like, the whole point of Cracker Barrel was the breakfast all day thing.
They serve pancakes all day.
I know, right? I was so upset, dude. I didn't know what to do.
Did they not have
Nope, nothing.
Frick?
Just absolutely nothing. It was infuriating.
Oh Lord. I've never heard of that.
But yeah, so that was
crazy.
That was really sad. My food I got the chicken and dumplings. It was good, but I just wanted pancakes. I was very upset.
They have very good pancakes. They do.
And then me and JJ went back to the Clardy's house where we're staying for the week. Oh, I also helped my parents move out. Or I didn't. I helped us move out of the attic because the movers wouldn't go up into the attic or something like that on Monday before we played disc golf. Then we went back to the Clardy's house where we're staying, and we were gonna go straight to sleep, but then Michaela came and talked to us for a while. That was fun, and then we went to sleep. And then Tuesday, woke up, went to VBS. Then we went to Zachary's for lunch, and everybody was like, "Caleb, let's go play disc golf." And I was like, "No, I've got stuff to do in Starkville." Came to Starkville. The stuff I had to do got canceled. I was sad, but we played Mario Chase instead, so that was fun. I got to the point where I didn't want to go to Prayer Burn anymore. I was a little upset. I got a lot going on right now. I didn't want to go.
Yeah.
But I knew I needed to. And y'all wanted to go, and Lauren was coming, so I wasn't about to not go. And Riley and Matthew put it on at Riley's house, pretty much literally just for us. And I was like,
yeah,
I'm gonna go. We got there. I'm not gonna go too in depth, but it was a really good night for me. Very good night. I needed it. I had to. This is important for what happened after, but I had to step out of the room for a little while. I just needed a moment. I don't know. Everything just kind of out of nowhere hit me, and I was like, I walked out, I went, and then just left. And then I was sitting in my car. You came out to keep me company, but then when I finally decided it was time to go back in, I locked my keys in my car, which I didn't notice. Thankfully, I didn't notice that until afterwards. But yeah, so I locked my keys in my car. We had a really good night. I did anyways.
I agree with that too.
It was kind of funny. I was texting Riley last week, and I said, I don't remember the exact words, but I was like, I'm really excited about Prayer Burn next week.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, why? And I was like, I don't know. I just got this feeling that somebody
yeah.
really needs it and is going to get something out of it. And I was not talking about myself.
Right. I think you were talking.
I was talking about Lauren.
Yeah.
And
you texted me I really think she needs to show up. I have a feeling. That's why Lauren ended up coming. Cause Caleb has a feeling. It's you need to be there. Cause but she did say that she does have a new piece over her mission trip now. So
that's good.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I thought she needed to go.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, no, I got a lot out of it. It was the best Prayer Burn I've been to, and it just I don't know.
It was great, man.
Every week I've just been more and more thankful for my friends, and last night was great. Yeah, and then I left my keys in my car, and I kept everybody up, and I was nervous everybody was gonna be mad at me, and then, but I'm not upset about it. Can't let something that insignificant replace the joy that I had from that night.
Exactly.
So not going to suck it up, Satan.
Yeah.
And then we came back here, and I went to sleep. After I texted Matthew and Riley and thanked them, and then we also ran into somebody that we went to church with in the youth group, and I texted him too. I felt like I should. I don't know why. I just did. I was but that was cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then I went to sleep, and then I woke up, and we're here. Maybe one day on By Faith Caleb, I will go through the whole night and explain everything that happened. But hey, JJ,
Caleb just wrapped up his week, so we're about to be done.
I have to go. I have to leave in 6 minutes for VBS. I was hoping we would end at 7, so I could take a shower before we left. But I'm just gonna wear a hat today.
I'm sorry, Caleb.
It's fine.
I went longer than I planned on.
I prefer Caleb AM.
I meant to be short, and I wasn't. That's my bad. All right. I'm Caleb Griffin.
I'm Caleb Blab.
Oh, hi. I'm JJ.
And this has been Caleb AM plus JJ.
You've been Caleb AM.
We'll see you guys next week, 6:30 a.m. Be there.
Not 6. This
Not
was a one-time
6.
thing.
6:30. Bye, everyone.